right, guys, opening day of my once-in-a-lifetime bighorn sheep season. And I'm sitting here in the shop. I should be in the woods, but it was worth it. I got a really nice bull elk here a couple days ago. Allie got a really nice elk yesterday, so 2 of the mornings I was supposed to be packing for this trip, we were packing elk meat. It's good. We got the elk out of the way. Now we can focus on sheep. And I stayed up till midnight last night taking care of all my business paperwork and paying bills. We can relax and have a great time on this trip and focus on sheep 100%. This doesn't look like a lot, but this took a lot to get to this point. In the back here, I'm not super familiar with putting rafts together. I've been in quite a few rivers, but there's a whitewater river we're heading to, and I had to put together 2 rafts and the rowing frames and get everything set up where everything's slung off the floor, set it up in the shop, disassembled everything, packaged it, because all this needs flown in on an airplane. And there was a couple days of meal prep. My girlfriend came over and cooked for 2 days, and we got this cooler here full of really good freezer meals. We froze everything in Ziploc bags, curry chicken, all kinds of things like that. And then I smoked a big prime rib, sliced that into pieces, and we're gonna warm that up on the fire. We got baked potatoes, all kinds of stuff, like 40 breakfast burritos. We're gonna be eating good on this trip. I'm super excited. So anyway, here's the new plan. Today it's opening day. It's 4 in the morning. I'm driving down to unload this at a buddy's house in Coeur d'Alene that's going with us. He's gonna take this down and drive to central Idaho. My brother-in-law, Adam, is flying into Spokane this morning. I helped him get that really nice ram a couple years ago, so he offered to come down and help me on this trip. So I'm gonna go, after I drop this off, they're gonna head for central Idaho. I'm going to Spokane to pick up Adam. We're driving back here. We're loading up the remainder of my gear and Adam's gear, and we are going to take it to the airplane. We're gonna load the airplane and fly down and meet him in central Idaho. Then we're gonna have to trip in all this gear between Adam and I flying, trip in all the rafts and all the gear to a backcountry strip. I'm gonna fly out, leave the airplane, charter in one final trip to get either me or Adam in, whoever flies out in the final gear. Then we're gonna be hunting. This is gonna be adventure. It's all do it yourself. Do it yourself rafting, do it yourself flying, do it yourself driving, hunting, and fishing. It's gonna be an adventure. Stay tuned.
You know, it's kind of weird being the pilot in Alaska. I just always have to do everything. The maintenance, getting ready, the fuel, loading, planning, logistics. This hunt for Travis, I just show up. It's just like, what do you want me to do? He's like, just sit back and relax and enjoy this for once. So it's kind of nice to show up and be told to just sit over there, don't touch anything, shut up, and put your seatbelt on. So that's what I'm gonna do. And we're going on a sheep hunt.
We got it loaded. One 15-foot raft, 14-foot raft, both raft frames, a couple big bags loaded up. A little background story on the pilots in my family. My mother actually started it, and she got her pilot license when she was really young. That inspired my sister Tana and I to get our licenses. I was just out of high school. Tana was still in high school. And ever since then, I've been dreaming about flying an aircraft like this into the backcountry. Here a couple years ago, my family went on a partnership and we bought this airplane. It's a lot to handle for a low-time pilot, because although I've had my license for a long time, I didn't have a lot of time because we had to rent. Obviously, Tana married Adam, which is the master at bush flying aircraft in Alaska. Adam was kind enough to come down and spend a couple weeks with me to train me in this airplane, teach me the things to fly it safely. This was the first time, though, that we had loaded it to full gross weight, which is the max capacity that the airplane can handle. And so I did a takeoff on a long airport, and then I came in and did a touch and go where I just came in like I would land, and then when everything felt good I took off again just to get the feel of it before I took that heavy load into the backcountry.
So we are waiting for our ride back. Trav did a load in to the airstrip this morning. You gotta fly super early in the mountains here because the thermals and convection and the hot air, everything just decreases airplane performance, and that's how you die. We're not looking to die, are we, Steven?
No.
Yeah. So Trav will be back soon. I think he's taking me another pile of gear. Another buddy's flying some more. We got like 3 airplanes making trips in, and that's the stressful part, just trying to get all your stuff in to start the hunt. I'm used to it. This is normal. I'm just, actually it's a luxury because there's like place to go get a Red Bull, a breakfast sandwich, you got a truck with a heater. So this is my everyday normal. And a little smoky, but the weather's gonna be good. Rain's in the forecast, and that should lay down some smoke.
There, man. Worked out good. Oh, she's gonna be tight. What?
Do we even need to tie this down?
Do we even need to tie this down? We're gonna die anyway if we wrap.
Is it? If it's in there tight enough, it ain't gonna move.
It's pretty tight. Got a lot of weight back here. Cooler, dry box, gun scabbard, 2 gun scabbards, and the last QU. Hey, we could still fit more.
Yeah, Travis said, is this full? And I said, no. Look at this room right here. And we're 1 pound under gross weight.
Yep, perfect. Weight
You gotta leave your breakfast sandwich here. Sorry, Burger King.
All right,
It's too heavy.
Ready to go. This has not been a very smoke-friendly year. There's been a lot of forest fires, which, as you can see, makes visibility hard for flying in this rough country. But we were able to play the thermals right and get a little window where we had enough visibility to successfully get in there.
Here we go again, trailhead going in. Running up the mountain to a place I've never been. Making memories every day, adrenaline bumping all the way. In the mountains, life is free, so take the time to come with me. Experience things few others see. Hunting is my destiny. It's who I am, it's where I'll be. Stuck in the rut, can't get out. Runs my life without a doubt. Mountains, valleys, forging streams. Stuck in the rut, chasing dreams. The chase is on, the camera's ready. Captures moments nice and steady. Make it happen, take the shot. Animal down, the rut is hot. Nothing stays the real deal. Actual time, real people.
There was a lot of logistics in planning this trip. One of them was what we were going to do with the airplane once we got in. So we had all of our stuff in, all of our gear, and we decided to rent a hangar for as long as it took. Adam took that airplane, flew it out solo, and then our good buddy flew him back in and dropped him off as we were blowing up the rafts and getting ready to float the river. And then the other logistic was we had to figure out how to get a rig at our pickup point of the river. So we also had to coordinate that. Once everything was all coordinated and all the airplanes flew away, we were able to launch our rafts and start our float.
What do you have going on over here?
I have no clue. I'm trying to figure out how to be a rafter.
The guy said, you guys look like some hunters that are doing a little rafting. I said, is it that obvious? Said, yep.
What you got? Nice.
I think he's still fishing, and he's like 6 or 7. Travis hit about 14 rocks.
14, here comes another one.
Comes another one, but we're doing good. We haven't flipped, and those guys are a little slower. We got
like bumper boats down through.
Yeah, I think these rafts are meant to hit a couple rocks, but we got a couple more miles to our first camp, but then I think we're gonna stay there for a while and split up tomorrow and see what we can see.
There's your buck right there. Thought you said you didn't see any bucks down here.
It's the first one I've ever seen.
Sure.
Told Adam he didn't need to get a deer tag. He'd be tagged out by now. Opening day. No, it's not opening day. It's like the 3rd day of sheep season, but it's the first day that we're in here. Smoky. It's calling for rain tomorrow. And so today we're not going to overdo ourselves and wear ourselves out. We're going to go up the left side of the canyon and glass across where we think the rams might be, and just see if we can turn up some sheep.
Well, I just saw 4 ewes down by the river, but we're up here pretty high. Been smoky, but the smoke just barely cleared a little bit. Still looking for a ram. It's pretty bad that it's still smoky every time I've been in here. This year with Trevor's tag, it's been smoky. I'm tired of the smoke. We're supposed to get snow though tomorrow. It's gonna be nice.
Scott and I are walking up a trail. Said he's got a story about his dad sitting here in the rain while he was getting soaked. More petroglyphs. Pretty cool. Super awesome. Is that Adam?
It is Adam.
It's Adam's.
Not long ago.
We had a rain day. It rained and snowed all day. Good thing is it cleared the smoke. So today's day 3. It is a beautiful day. We got snow on the tops of the mountains up here. We're dusting. And we're just going to get up this elevation and we can see a lot from up here. A lot of good ram country. We got our spot scopes. We're going to strategically kind of glass our way up and eventually get to the top and look off the backside. See what we can see. That's all we can do today. Well, just saw our first ram. We were really hoping after this snow that they'd be pulling down, and this ram that we just saw was literally running down the ridge out of the snow. A really good sign. Just peeled over the backside, which would be right over camp. Luckily we just got a glimpse of him. He didn't look like a shooter, but he was a mature ram, but he wasn't a giant. Scott and I went to 7,000 feet today. We went to the top. And Adam and Steve went to the other side. And we just got some rams spotted here all the way across from where we're at. One looks pretty dang nice. Super hard to tell from this far. But good enough that we're going to get a closer look tomorrow. Show you how far away they are. Got one walking around right here. Chicken curry and white rice tonight. Looking good.
Camp is awesome.
Lots of good food.
Day 15 or 5. Can't tell. But we found what looks to be a big sheep last night. I found it, just for the record. Just so everyone knows, for the internet. And it could be 150, it could be 180, somewhere in between. So Travis has to go up and get a look. But we have 4 people going up, lots of food and water. We're gonna find this ram and it's probably gonna die.
How many rams did you guys see last night?
Count 6, I think.
There's like 7 or 8 there. They're kind of in a group. Perfect day. They're further up canyon. Adam spotted these rams last night up here in the Black Rocks. Me and Scott were all the way over here on this side. We got a visual of them. Got some video of them. One looks really heavy. But they got eyes on 6 and now there's 7 or 8. So we're going to pick them apart here and watch them. Hopefully bet them. If there's a shooter, go over there and make a play. Good spot, Adam. Got the boys here lined up with 3 spotting scopes, digi-scopes. Looks like a nice heavy ram. I got a good look at it in the big spotter. Looks like a shooter to me. Gonna be patient. Try and bet him down.
He's in there.
Is there?
Yes.
What's your take on him?
Just be real careful if you go to shoot them, because the one's just a little bit smaller and not quite so heavy down low, you know. Body's a lot darker, I think, than the other one, isn't it?
What do you think of the heavy one?
It's pretty awesome. That's a nice band of rams, you guys. I mean, really, there's only a couple in there that are just banana rams. 1, 2,
That's why I was
3,
freaking
4,
out. Like, they're all big.
5, 6, 7.
Where's the one that's shaking that tree down? It's still shaking.
The rams kind of work their way behind a rock, but they're about to come out on a point. We should be able to get some really good video. I'm gonna see what they do, but the one's a shooter. Made my mind up. Got a good look at him. He's massive. And Scott here has hunted this unit a lot. Said you're gonna have a hard time finding a bigger ram. I also trust his opinion, but regardless of his opinion, as soon as I laid my eyes on him, I said he's heavy. Watching their big ram right now, digging a hole for a bed. They're all bedding on that rock. They're in a good spot, in a wide open basin. So Scott's gonna stay back here in glass with the big spotter. Adam, Steve, and I are gonna go around the backside. We're gonna unfortunately have to climb a lot of elevation and go down that Christmas tree ridge right there and get a visual, see if it's in range. It looks like it's gonna be about 700 yards on Onyx. Right, here's the plan. We got a yard sale on top of the ridge. We unloaded all of our stuff. We originally packed for spending the night in case we had to go that far. But now we're thinking we can get it done in a day. So we're leaving a lot of our heavy stuff. Hopefully we can get it done in a day. We may end up down there in the creek bottom with a giant fire tonight. We'll see. This mountain's like the never-ending stair stepper. Gotta work our way to the top and continue to go up and catch a ridge. And then we gotta go all the way down to the creek on the other side. Try and get in range of these rams. A lot of ups and downs. There's no flat. I haven't even seen 10 feet of flat yet. These two guys behind me got heart, let me tell you. There's no quitting them. We're having to go to the top and then drop down the other side. I came over here at 8:50. I want to get as close as I can. And without going right over there and jumping them. This is the closest visual, because if we go on over there, there's all these ribbon cliffs, and if he goes on that way, we won't see him tonight. It's our best option for seeing him. It's 780 yards. There's a little shaded bench down here where what we're hoping is they're going to come down for water like Trevor Sheep did. If they do that, they'll be even closer, but it's a perfect day to shoot long range. All right. Since we got a lot of time completely set up, using game bags as my rear bag. Right where we last saw the rams are bedded behind a rock that we can't see. Is 827 yards, 20 MOA. Verified with my turret that's cut out for this load. Now I'm gonna do some practice trigger pulls. A good way to calm the nerves. I might do that once the ram walks out too. Make sure my bubble's really level. Just load the pipe on. Feels really good. Now we wait. The two little rams came down for water, we think, went in this timber draw. Big one got up, dug a little bit, laid back down, we didn't get a shot. But we're excited. Now it's 4 o'clock, now we're excited.
So unfortunately, the rest of the rams and the big one got up and moved away from where they were bedded. They didn't come down for water like we were hoping. So they ended up gaining another 100 yards and are now closer to 900 yards. It was really a cool experience to be able to watch these rams in their natural habitat, digging for roots and bouncing around the rocks. The older, more mature ram is the one right underneath the rifle stock, and you can see there's a younger ram in the left-hand corner of the screen. And what the older, more mature ram would do is he was a lot lazier. He would let the younger rams do the digging, and then he would walk over and steal whatever food they had dug up. You'll witness that in a second.
Maybe, yeah. Start.
He's on the right. The big one's closest to us, right, Trev?
Yeah. I could get 2 with 1 shot.
What's that?
I could get 2 with 1 shot.
He's mean. Hear it?
Yeah.
Let's put my nuts right on your face, Nick.
Where's the big one?
Left. Pretty sure.
I don't like pretty sures.
Okay. He's got to turn. The right one looks small. Keep turning. Keep turning, baby. Yep, go for it. Dumped him. Dumped him. Rolled down the hill.
He's rolling down the hill.
He's out of sight.
Heck yeah, guys.
He's kicking. Just hold on. He's kicking the brush.
Yep, watch.
Got the brush kicking. You smacked him right in the shoulder.
Heck yeah.
Dude,
Is that going to be a dead ram?
that's a dead ram, dude.
Oh my
I'm just watching the brush. Hold on.
Watching.
Watching the brush kick. I think I see his foot. You can look through your scope. You'll see his foot kind of arching up in the waxy brush. No more movement.
Dude, you just smoked.
Is that a ram at 9:30, guys?
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Good job, man.
Oh,
That
man.
was so sick.
Is he dead? Tell me he's dead.
Freaking great shot, dude. He's dumb.
Where?
Yep, go for it. Dumped him. Dumped him.
Like perfect.
Adam. Thanks, bro.
Look at that.
Oh, man.
Look at his feet.
Yeah, you see his feet kicking.
He's done.
It's on his back. You see the brush moving. We got ourselves a dandy ram down, guys. Good teamwork by everybody.
Smoked him. Good shot.
It's a little ribbon cliff.
This is the Top Gun point. It really hits.
He's got to turn on some music so he doesn't think about it. We got about an hour and a half before dark. We've got to go through 2 creeks. We're gonna go down, up the bottom of that chute, up through the grass, right up to the top of those ribbon cliffs where they were bedded. Side hill over to that yellow bush. We got a dead ram over there. Then we're gonna work up as much as we can tonight. It looks like there's a bench right on top of the cliffs. That's where Adam's gonna like to sleep. We're gonna build a raging fire right there, and we're gonna have to spend the night on the mountain. We got a 6-hour pack out of here probably with fresh legs, so hopefully we find water and we can top off on water, eat sheep meat on the fire. We're done.
We're
done.
once in a lifetime,
We
dude.
got 10 days of food left. It doesn't matter how long it takes us to get out of here. Well, at camp, we got about, I don't know, 2 more meals here and then we're out of food.
And whatever meat's in the pack.
But we got sheep meat to eat now. It's getting dark. We should have a dead sheep right there. This is where they were bedded. We've waited on them for like 4 or 5 hours because we couldn't see them behind this little rock, but it's pretty cool where they dig out. Who said this guy's too big to...
Mountaineer.
I'm a sheep hunter! I'm a sheep hunter! Woo-woo! Get a ram!
Oh.
We watch him roll down and quit kicking in this waxy brush down here.
Drake.
Got a big old ball bag on you. Pull that sucker out. Holy smokes, you guys. What a massive ram.
Oh, dude.
Holy
Dude.
smokes.
Oh my gosh.
Crap. That
Try.
guy is big, Adam.
Dude. It's a smasher.
That is a smasher.
Travis.
Look
Thick.
at that, you guys. Woo! Look at the bases.
Look at those pieces.
Good job, Travis.
Thank you, guys.
Happy with that one?
I am happy with that one.
That's an old ram,
That
dude.
is an old. Look at that.
Fatty pieces.
I don't know. He's freaking nice.
What do you have to say for yourself?
It's a lifetime ram. Couldn't be happier, man. Look at the
Easy
size of this
country
thing.
to get around, dude.
Yeah. Look where we came from.
Me and Stevie didn't die.
That's a toad, you guys. Well, we got this guy down. Let me tell you what, I couldn't be happier. It's my once-in-a-lifetime Idaho Bighorn sheep, and this is just everything I've ever dreamed about. This thing is crazy massive. I don't know, man. I'm at a loss for words. I got some great guys up here helping me. Brother-in-law Adam, Steve, and Scott, and it took teamwork to get this guy down. And here we are, day 5 of our hunt. And just a beautiful ram. Now we can enjoy the rest of the trip, do a lot of fishing, and actually relax a little bit after tomorrow, because you can't really see, but down way down there is our camp, and we're going to be sleeping on the mountain tonight. We just found this thing right at dark. Thank you guys so much. Well, the fishing game gives you a test kit. You're supposed to take a vial of blood for them and this nasal kit, stick it all the way up there as far as it'll go. Ouch. This goes right up in there. We'll get both of them.
It's like you're taking pleasure in that.
It's solid right there. We're just gonna go to where we're gonna camp. Oh, those things are gonna hit me in the head. Holy cow.
Don't fall down the mountain. Pretty good looking in the moonlight.
Got a fire going. Travis is sharpening his knife. And we've got the best view.
And meat hanging in a tree.
That was a long, sleepless night. Getting up, taking turns, putting wood on the fire. Well, mainly Steven did most of the keeping the fire going, but we got a little bit of shut-eye.
Morning, Steven.
Morning.
Dude, thanks for keeping the fire going all night.
Steve, you're a champ.
Yeah.
Did you get 10 minutes of sleep?
I actually got quite a bit of sleep. I got like an hour, 2.
I don't feel like I got much. Oh, you got enough, grizzly bear.
Dude, you slept great. Trust me. You slept awesome.
We all know how much you slept.
We're still alive. Thanks to the one and only champion, Steve, for keeping the fire going all night.
Oh man, that was incredible.
Frickin' rookie of the year. I didn't sleep at all, but then I was informed that I snored quite a bit, and they're like, you got plenty of sleep. So,
And then I've been saving this the whole time, but I just busted
look at
out
that.
a can of peaches because we're all just about out of water, dehydrated, trying to save just a little bit to get all the way down and up the next canyon. We're gonna have a peach a piece. It's gonna be peachy. It's gonna get us going.
Like the movie Holes. I'm so dehydrated, I feel like I'm shriveled up to 235 pounds, Steven. I'm like a raisin. Anything take your sheep last night? Did you cuddle it?
Where is it?
Where is
it? Coming off the nasty. So steep.
I love hiking up that far.
Pretty sure.
Look at that thing.
I had to stare at him all day.
Yeah, you got a good look at him. Thanks, man. appreciate it.
Get in here, buddy. I made it. I told you.
I'm proud of
I
you.
said
dude.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I seen you tippy-toeing on the hillside.
I did it. Stevie, we did it.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Gotta see this thing.
Oh. Water, sandwiches. What is that?
That's as good as they get for here, man.
Oh man, I couldn't be more thankful.
Yeah.
Smasher.
Smasher, to say the least. All freaking smooth.
All rubbed up.
Once a lifetime. Better make it count.
10 lifetimes.
Check this out, too. Like,
Yeah.
We're sleeping on the mountain floor, I can tell you that.
Oh boy, huh?
Thanks to Stevie.
Jeez.
Comes the sheep himself. How did you see that? We've been walking by it for days. That's killer, man. That's awesome. That's a good ram. That's some treasure. Yeah.
Almost 7.5 maybe? Hey, boys.
That's very cool.
Shoot a ram, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's 80.
Good job, Scott.
Proud of you, Scott. Way to keep your eye out.
We made it back to camp. We've been walking and skinning and building fire, mostly Steven, for a day and a half. Back with the ram. Successful trip. Oh, that feels good. Now we're gonna go jump in the cold river.
That looks cold. Be tagged out and you can just enjoy the float down catching fish.
Come on, Bill, dance. Just remember,
We looked at this one with binoculars from on the hill. River right, river left, and then river right again. Last minutes before you hit the big rock.
Here we go again, trailhead going in. Running up the mountain to a place I've never been. Making memories every day, adrenaline bumping all the way. In the mountains, life is free, so take the time to come with me. Experience things few others see. Hunting is my destiny. It's who I am, it's where I'll be. Stuck in the rut, can't get out. Runs my life without a doubt. Mountains, valleys, forging streams. Stuck in the rut, chasing dreams. The chase is on, the camera's ready. Captures moments nice and steady. Make it happen, take the shot. Animal down, the rut is hot. Nothing stays the real deal. Actual time, real people. Obsession's on, it's getting stronger. This high on life is lasting longer. Tomorrow is another day. Brand new spot, different prey. Stuck in the rut, can't get out.
look at me, Scott.
That's good times right there.
See, puppy.
Wow,
Nice.
that's a beauty. Is that a steelhead or a rainbow? Same thing?
yeah, it's just the ocean.
Almost anywhere that's an undammed, unmessed with river, so these are all just native fish doing what they've been doing for thousands of years. We had to show these two rookies how to do it. Hopefully they can figure it out, but we've been having to hold their hand all week. It's been pretty rough, huh? Having to babysit those two?
Yeah.
It's like a kindergarten class every day. Just horrible, so hopefully they survive this. Yeah, here they come. Cliffside Rapids. Gonna get their feet wet for sure. Woo! Yeah, baby! Alright, so hopefully that last video we just made of those two clowns sums up what we've been dealing with all week. That's pretty much pretty much just sums up what we've been dealing with all week.
That's a lot of stuff stacked in a raft. Plus a dry box and a Yeti cooler. Full. The gun right there for easy access. In case we see a mule deer.
Guys, Daddy Daycare just falling down everywhere.
Daddy Daycare. That was great. Great introduction to the rapid. We're gonna be eating good tonight. Flame seared prime rib, baked potatoes, rice, and veggies. Those are some thick steaks right there.
For what? A couple more inches? Yeah, exactly. Maybe.
Or the worst case, not
Yeah.
It's not like you were way up there, you were already way down here.
Last night, staying in the wilderness, I decided to sleep outside. There's no dew, nothing but a starry night. It's pretty awesome, actually. Dug myself a little sheep bed in the sand on the beach. Sleep right next to my gun in case a cougar decides to visit me. Watched the moon and the stars last night. It's been an incredible trip. We should make it out to the rigs today as long as we don't flip a raft. Came pretty close yesterday.
Adam's in the hot seat. Lots of rocks. Rock right here. Nicely executed. Big rock right there. Don't hit that. That was the hardest hit yet.
Didn't lose your.
Might have lost the raft. I have so much gratitude and thanks to Adam, Scott, and Steven for taking time away from their families and their jobs to come and help me on this trip. It sure was an incredible trip, a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience. After we got the pickup packed up, Scott and Steven decided to head for home. Adam and I had to stay one more night due to weather and flew out early the next morning.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on our newest hunting episodes. Thank you for watching.
Stuck in the rut, can't get out. Runs my life without a doubt. Mountains, valleys, forging streams. Stuck in the rut, chasing dreams.